I'm Janos Wilder from the Carriage House. So excited for this partnership with Tucson Medical Center. We're really looking forward to bringing you some healthy recipes, some cooking tips. Here's to healthy living, healthy eating, and some fun cooking. We're going to make some tacos. But we're not going to make beef tacos, not carne asada. We're not going to make tacos of pollo or fish tacos. We're going to make vegetable tacos, and you're never going to miss the meat because these vegetables are so great. So we're going to start by sauteing some onions. So whenever you saute, start with putting a little oil in your pan. That's all right, very little. You just want to coat the bottom of your pan, okay? Get the oil nice and hot. Look at that, that's dancing around in there. Start with your onions first. You're going to cook the onions, 5 to 7 minutes. Not on high, but on about medium, okay? They start to wilt, they start to soften a little bit. That's when they get sweet. There's natural sugar in onions. You wouldn't think that when you bite into a raw onion, but when you cook the onion, the sugar starts coming out and sweetens the onion. So that's what we're trying to do here. So we're just going to let these soften for a few minutes. Let them go. Oh yes, look at these. These onions are getting nice and soft. They're getting a little bit of color, but that's just great. They're not cooked completely yet. That's all right because we're going to add the mushrooms now. The mushrooms are going to cook and the onions are going to cook a little bit longer as the mushrooms cook. So these are portobello mushrooms. Really a nice meaty mushroom. I really like to use these in this recipe. Of course, if you've got any wild mushrooms that you foraged up in the White Mountains, use those. So we're just going to cook these down as well. Mushrooms will start to soften a little bit. The onions will cook a little bit more. It's going to take another 5 to 6 minutes, okay? So be patient with it. We're on medium heat. We're just going to let this go for a little bit. Notice that I'm using this rubber spatula. That just sort of keeps things moving without scraping up the pan. So that's a really nice little thing to be doing. All right, we're going to let this go. Oh, these mushrooms are getting perfect. They're smelling so good. I wish you could smell this, but you can't wait till you make this. It's going to perfume your whole house. It's going to smell so good. And you're going to say, who needs any beef? This tastes just as good or better, and it's so much healthier for you. So now we're going to add a little bit of chili. These are the roasted Anaheim chilies, roasted and peeled. We took the seeds out of them. I've got a little bit of fresh garlic. A little bit of salt, not too much salt, just a little bit of salt, just bringing out the flavor. A little bit of cracked black pepper. And we're just going to let these go another couple of minutes. And as you're looking at this, you see the mushrooms are almost completely cooked now. Look at how soft and a little bit of color that onions are. The chilies are softening and everything's imbued with all the flavors of the chilies, the onions, and the garlic. So we're going to let those go for a couple minutes. Okay, mushrooms are cooked, onions are nice and soft, a little bit of gold, and all the sugars come out of them. Chilies are nice and soft. They've imbued their flavor into the mushrooms and the onions. We're just about ready to put this taco together. I want a little slaw with this, not a slaw with mayonnaise. I want just a really light slaw. So we're going to take some cabbage. Just shred the cabbage just a little bit of radish. Just a little bit of olive oil to toss it in. There we go. Using corn tortillas, you can heat these corn tortillas in your microwave. You can put them right over your griddle, over your stove. Really easy to work with. So then we're going to take our mushrooms and our chilies and our onions. Oh boy. Put them in your taco. Add a little bit of this slaw on there, nice and crunchy and fresh and lively. Salsa fresca, touch how to make that before you remember that recipe. It's so nice. Now we're ready to plate. I don't know if this taco is going to make it to the plate. This looks pretty darn good to me. Here's to healthy living, healthy eating, fun cooking. I'm Janos Wilder.